Also, please be considerate and give up your seat to the owner. Thank you for riding with us.
McDonald's coffee is my new go-to. It's better than Dunkin' in my opinion. I'm on lunch. Oh, yup, lunch. Lunch is at 5:26 in the morning. I'm running late, and because I'm running late, I got less lunch. And I can't even get a cuss-lip because if I get a cuss-lip, I'm playing games. But on Sundays, I get stacked, and it's not a good thing. Yo, I truly believe that news has a responsibility of putting out certain things that they should be accountable for. I read this article about overtime. He was given a lot of overtime. He took the overtime. He worked the overtime, and now they're mad. He got like $450,000 in overtime, and oh yeah, that's excessive. But a lot of people don't like working overtime. This guy decided to work overtime. So the MTA is making a big case about working this overtime, and why they're making a big case about it because they're saying that there's fraud in the system or something like that. But the truth is, the MTA gives the overtime and they don't hire enough bodies. And that's what this video is about, because I read an article. There's a lot of things that they could go on the article and stuff like that. But there's one thing that they did that I'm going to express myself about. It's ridiculous. MTA does is that they think about it like this. If we hired extra bodies, we got to pay out pensions. MTA, people die before the pension. Yeah, so I forgot my gear. Right now I'm using my phone. We got to go get it. This coffee's good. Yo, I look like a caveman. This is not advertised by McDonald's. You should sponsor me. This is a garage. This is a garage in our depot. This is how they work. No windows, like I say. These mechanics here, they work hard. These mechanics here, they work hard. And it's a dangerous job. Very hazardous. The MTA is a tough job. Some people say you might be driving. You're sitting down all day. Yeah. Who wants to sit down for 12 hours at a time? Because it's dangerous to the blood flow of your body. You can get blood clots. You might be wondering why the floor is wet. The floor is wet. Why? Because the dust in here builds up. So when you're driving through, it goes into your, into your face, into your nose. Sometimes you gotta wet the floors. It's not even dust, it's like salt. So just imagine you being in a close proximity and there's salt everywhere. That's a hazard. Mechanics work with that. We still get into the gear. Let's get to the gear. I gotta get the gear. I want the gear. I got a problem. I'm not sure if I lost my gear. So I'm gonna go home and check it. I got a couple of minutes and... Yo, so you see, this is a great perk about living close to your depot. Just got out, secured my bus, wanted to get my gear. Don't have my gear, gonna go check out if my gear's in my house. If I've fucking lost my gear, oh my, that's life. Sometimes things happen, for good, for bad, doesn't matter. This is the worst thing that I hated about this article that I read. It says the guy's name. If I was him, I would sue. But for you to put a person's name, he made $450 on top of his regular pay. So he made like $500,000, way over 500, maybe 600. And yes, it's ridiculous. Or is it? Or is it? They gave him the overtime. He took it. He has the seniority. The motherfucker worked the overtime. The motherfucker's crazy. He should be in a psych ward for working that overtime, but he wanted it. And now they're fucking with him. That shit is not fair to who that man is. And that shit is not fair to MTA workers. It sounds stupid, and it might be something that a lot of you guys might not understand, and a regular person won't understand, like, oh, you know, that's a lot of money. But you gotta understand, there's a business, right? And the business makes a revenue. So everybody in the business should make a cut of the revenue. You know what I'm saying? It should be the same way in all businesses. These articles that are coming out about the MTA and about, oh, look at how much money he made, and yo, that's none of your business. And they gave him the overtime. He took it and he worked it. That's not fair to him. What that man is gonna go through now, and the fact that he's not gonna make that money now, and they're gonna not give him the overtime, you just lowered his cost. He's probably been making that for a long time, and it might seem like, oh, that, you know, that's fucked up, but he's got accustomed to that, and now that man is never going to make that money. He's going to always be looked at. The MTA should put those things and spend $9 million. You know that we don't get I just didn't get a 7-minute cut slip. Every time I'm late, every minute, I'm supposed to get paid. I didn't get paid for that because the dispatchers don't like to write those cut slips out. They're like, yo, you're playing game and beating the system. You're going to watch when I'm in the bus and it's 1 minute late and I press that button and I come out the bus a minute late and it pays me 2 minutes. Think about that. And we don't collect that now. Put these systems in, make it fair so you can control it, and you'll see that you're going to be paying the same thing just to everybody. It's like Samuelson said. He said it best. He said, stop trying to, like, attack us and work with us. This vlog might not be that interesting to everybody. I'm sorry, but this is just a vent on the MTA and that article. That's ridiculous. That man's private life should have not been there. They could read that. They could talk about it. They could mention it. They should have never mentioned his name. That is not right. That is not right. It's just not right. It's not right. It's just not right, man. That's wrong. Yeah, I left the bag. But now I'm going to leave it here. And I'm going to go back to my depot. I got 20 minutes. You see how beautiful that is? Just come over here and chill. Look at my dirty bed. It's not dirty, but it's not done. Don't do it. I'm a man. I'm not in the army. Have a good one. See you tomorrow. I love you more.
Just keep doing what you're doing. You're going to see some great things happen.